The Silent Strength, Unlocking the Hidden Power of Solitude. Welcome to Practical Philosophy, the channel where we uncover timeless wisdom and actionable insights to help you navigate life with clarity, depth, and purpose. Whether you're here to explore ancient philosophies, understand the inner workings of the mind, or find practical tools for personal growth, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into a topic that often goes unnoticed in a noisy world: the quiet power of solitude and reflection. Let's begin. Let me ask you this. Have you ever encountered someone whose mere presence seems to transform the energy of a room? They don't demand attention or speak with grandiosity, yet their calm, steady demeanor resonates with a quiet authority that is both magnetic and reassuring. It's as if they've discovered something fundamental about life, a truth that eludes the rest of us as we rush through our noisy routines. These are the individuals who find solace in solitude, who speak with intention and power when they do choose to engage, and who seem to draw an infinite reservoir of strength from within. Today, let's embark on a journey to uncover the secret behind their profound presence. Think of the world around you. It's loud, isn't it? Voices collide in a cacophony. Devices demand constant attention, and the relentless expectations of modern life pull us in every direction. Yet, within this whirlwind, there exists a rare kind of person, someone who consciously steps back, not out of detachment or indifference, but out of a deep understanding of what it means to recalibrate and refocus. They create moments of quiet to reconnect with their essence, to observe the world without bias, and to rebuild the energy they expend so deliberately. These individuals possess a strength that doesn't need to dominate. Instead, it resides in the whispers of their conviction. When this quiet strength is truly heard, it reverberates far more powerfully than any shout, leaving a profound and lasting impact. Let's begin with a story, one that has traveled through the ages, not because of its grandeur, but because of its quiet wisdom. Lao Tzu, the legendary sage of ancient China, reached a moment in his life when the clamor of civilization became unbearable. He saw the chaos and ambition that consumed the world, and rather than being swept away by it, he chose peace. As he approached the Hangu Pass on his way into the wilderness, the gatekeeper, recognizing his profound presence, pleaded with him to leave behind the wisdom he carried. Reluctantly, Lao Tzu paused and wrote the Tao Te Ching, a masterpiece of only 5,000 words. This slim text holds within it the essence of existence, a distillation of truths so profound that they have echoed across millennia. Lao Tzu's retreat was not an escape. It was a bold statement of faith in the power of quiet reflection. For him, truth was not something to be broadcast loudly, but nurtured in silence, where it could flourish undisturbed by the noise of the world. When we think of strength, society often conjures images of physical dominance, booming voices, or the type of authority that demands attention. Yet, the strength that truly endures, the kind that shapes lives and legacies, is far more subtle and profound. It lies in the quiet resilience of those who sit with discomfort and face the storm of uncertainty without flinching. This kind of strength isn't about impressing others, it's about mastering oneself. It's the courage to hold on to convictions when external validation is nowhere to be found. And where is this strength born? In solitude, a space where the distractions of the outside world fall away, revealing the raw, unfiltered essence of who we are. In this sacred quiet, clarity emerges, and the foundation for true endurance is built. You've likely heard people label the quiet ones as shy or withdrawn, their silence misinterpreted as an inability to connect or a lack of confidence. Perhaps you've even felt that label applied to you, a judgment passed without understanding the deeper story. But what if I told you that being quiet isn't a flaw at all? On the contrary, it's a hallmark of someone who values reflection over reaction, someone who seeks to understand rather than simply be heard. The quiet ones often carry a depth that allows them to see beneath the surface, perceiving truths that others might overlook in the noise of their own voices. Confucius once said, "The superior man is modest in speech, but exceeds in actions." This timeless wisdom reminds us that strength doesn't come from how loudly we proclaim our worth. but in how meaningfully we choose to act. To be quiet, then, is not to suppress one's voice, but to ensure that every word carries intention, significance, and weight. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on the metaphor of a lake, a timeless symbol of serenity and clarity. Picture a calm lake on a still day, its surface so smooth that it mirrors its surroundings with perfect precision. The trees along the shore, the vastness of the sky, even the smallest flutter of a bird's wings are captured in its depths. Now imagine tossing a stone into this tranquil body of water. The ripples scatter the reflections, distorting the once pristine image. This is precisely what happens to our minds when they are bombarded by the constant noise and demands of the world. The clarity we once had becomes fragmented, leaving us unable to see things as they truly are. But here is the beauty of stillness. The ripples eventually subside, and the lake returns to its natural state of calm. Similarly, those who embrace solitude possess the ability to let life's disturbances settle, restoring their inner clarity. They become like the undisturbed lake, able to perceive truths with a sharpness and depth that eludes others. In their stillness, they find strength, for it is in the quiet moments that the most profound insights and solutions often arise. Think of historical figures who embodied this principle. Nguyen Tre, a Vietnamese scholar and strategist, offers a powerful example of quiet resolve transformed into profound action. During one of Vietnam's most tumultuous periods, when the nation was fractured and searching for direction, Nguyen Tre chose to retreat. This retreat wasn't an escape from duty, but an intentional act of preparation. Away from the distractions and noise of the political arena, he dedicated himself to writing and deep reflection, crafting the foundational ideas that would later inspire a unified movement for liberation. His masterpiece, Bin No Dai Chao, didn't emerge from sudden inspiration. It was the culmination of years spent refining his thoughts and clarifying his vision. His silence was anything but inactivity. It was a deliberate process of internal alignment and strategic foresight. When he finally stepped forward, his words carried a transformative power, rallying a divided people with their clarity and conviction. Nguyen Tre's story reminds us that stillness often precedes the most profound acts of change, and that preparation in silence can give rise to actions that echo through history. This idea of preparation in silence reminds me of another story, this one from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Zhuge Liang, the brilliant strategist whose intellect has become legendary, epitomized the art of measured words and calculated actions. For years, he lived in seclusion, away from the political turmoil and distractions of the court, dedicating himself to mastering the intricacies of military strategy, governance, and human behavior. He immersed himself in the study of nature, history, and philosophy, drawing insights that would later shape his iconic reputation. When the time came for him to step forward and serve, Zhuge Liang's contributions were nothing short of transformative. His words, spoken with precision and clarity, often turned the tides of entire battles. Every decision he made stemmed from a foundation of deep thought and unshakable conviction. For Zhuge Liang, silence wasn't merely the absence of noise. It was an active space where ideas germinated, matured, and became powerful tools for change. His story serves as a timeless reminder that the greatest achievements often begin in the quiet moments of preparation and self-reflection. Modern psychology echoes these ancient truths, bridging timeless philosophy with contemporary understanding. Carl Jung, the pioneering psychoanalyst, delved deeply into the dynamics of introversion and extroversion, revealing profound insights about the inner world of reflective individuals. Jung proposed that those who lean toward introspection often possess a heightened capacity for empathy, creativity, and self-awareness, qualities that emerge most vividly in solitude. He described the self as a cohesive inner core, an anchoring force within every individual that shapes and guides their actions. This concept resonates strikingly with philosophical ideas of the soul's essence, suggesting that our truest self is not found in the chaos of external validation, but in the quiet depth of our own consciousness. Solitude, then, is not merely a withdrawal from the world, but a deliberate return to this core. It becomes a sacred space where individuals can sift through life's noise, uncover their values, and realign their outer lives with the truths that lie within. In this reflective state, they tap into a wellspring of clarity and strength, enabling them to engage with the world more authentically and meaningfully. It's important to note that solitude doesn't equate to isolation. Those with inner strength aren't cutting themselves off from the world. Rather, they are stepping back to engage with it on their own terms, with greater purpose and clarity. They understand that constant interaction can scatter their focus and dilute their energy, making it harder to prioritize what truly matters. By choosing to reserve their mental and emotional resources for meaningful engagements, they create space to cultivate deeper insights and foster authentic connections. This selective engagement is far from a weakness. It is a deliberate and powerful strategy, one that ensures their actions and contributions resonate with precision and significance. Think about your own life. Have you ever felt an inexplicable urge to step away, to withdraw from the constant buzz, and find a moment of peace amidst the noise? Perhaps you've hesitated, worrying that such an instinct might make you appear distant, antisocial, or even unproductive. But what if that inner voice, urging you to retreat, is actually your mind's way of calling you home, back to yourself? Solitude is not an indulgence. It is an essential act of self-care, a sacred pause in the chaos of life. For those who seek depth and meaning, it is in these quiet moments that the fragments of our thoughts realign, our energy is replenished, and the clarity we so often chase begins to emerge. Now, let's explore how you can truly embrace this principle in your own life and make it a meaningful part of your daily rhythm. Begin with something small, something achievable. Dedicate just 10 minutes a day to silence. This doesn't require a grand setup or a perfect environment. Simply find a quiet corner. Turn off your devices and allow yourself to step away from the constant pull of distractions. In this space, don't try to force anything, just observe. Let your thoughts flow naturally without judgment or interference. You may discover that clarity arises in the stillness, as if the fog of mental noise lifts to reveal a clearer view of yourself and your emotions. Over time, this practice can evolve into a sacred sanctuary, a retreat you can return to whenever life feels overwhelming. It's more than a pause. It becomes a refuge, a place where the chaos of the external world fades, and the richness of your inner world unfolds. In these moments, your mind not only finds the rest it craves, but also begins to reorganize itself, piecing together scattered fragments into a cohesive understanding of your experiences. Your soul reconnects with its depth, finding strength and resilience in the stillness. This sanctuary becomes a foundation, a place where you recalibrate and realign yourself with what truly matters. It's here, in this space of profound quiet, that you cultivate a reservoir of clarity, balance, and inner power that not only sustains you through life's challenges, but also empowers you to grow beyond them, transforming struggles into opportunities for greater insight and strength. Another practical step is to practice intentional speech. Before you speak, take a moment to pause and reflect. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? These three simple questions hold incredible transformative power. They encourage mindfulness in communication, helping you sift through the impulse to speak without purpose. When you approach words with care, your voice gains weight, and your thoughts carry clarity. Intentional speech is not just about withholding unneeded words. It's about enriching what you do choose to say, ensuring that it resonates with meaning, uplifts others, and leaves a positive imprint in any interaction. It teaches us to value silence as much as sound, for in those deliberate pauses, we find the strength to articulate what truly matters. Consider, 2. The profound power of listening. In a world where everyone clamors to be heard, the act of truly listening has become both rare and invaluable. To listen deeply is to engage with more than just words. It is to attune yourself to the emotions, intentions, and unspoken truths that lie beneath the surface. This form of listening requires presence, a conscious choice to silence your inner dialogue and fully immerse yourself in the experience of another. When you offer this gift of attentive listening, you create a space where others feel seen, valued, and understood. This act of connection fosters trust and empathy, strengthening relationships in ways that mere words cannot achieve. Listening isn't passive, it's a powerful, active process of bridging hearts and minds. It is a reminder that sometimes, the most impactful thing you can say is nothing at all, but to be there, fully present, for someone who needs to be heard. As we near the end of this journey, let's revisit the timeless image of the lake. Imagine yourself as that lake, vast and serene, with a surface so still it reflects the world around it in perfect clarity. When life's disturbances arise, the stones of stress, challenges, or chaos, let the ripples come. But trust in the lake's nature to restore its calm. In this stillness, see yourself clearly, not as defined by the turbulence, but as the steady presence beneath it. Recognize that your quiet moments are not voids to be filled but fertile ground for insight, growth, and transformation. Like the bamboo that bends with the wind but refuses to break. Develop a strength rooted in flexibility and resilience. In your quiet depths, you hold the potential to weather any storm and emerge with a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. To those who may feel out of place in a world that amplifies noise and celebrates constant activity, take heart. You are not alone, and your quiet strength is a profound gift. In your stillness, there is an immeasurable depth. In your thoughtful reflection lies wisdom that others often overlook. Embrace this strength, nurture it as you would a delicate flame, and let it illuminate the path ahead. The world doesn't need more noise or superficial distractions. It craves clarity, sincerity, and the depth of understanding that only a thoughtful heart can provide. Your ability to pause, to reflect, and to act with intention is a rare and invaluable contribution to this fast-paced and ever-changing world. Remember, it's not the loudest voice that moves mountains, but the one that speaks with quiet conviction and unwavering purpose. As always, if this message resonates with you, I invite you to share it with others who may need a reminder of their own quiet strength. Together, we can cultivate a community that honors the beauty of introspection, celebrates the depth of inner wisdom, and empowers each individual to embrace their authentic self. If you found value in today's exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share practical philosophy with those who seek clarity and meaning in their lives. Let this be a space where stillness is not only accepted but cherished, and where every voice, whether loud or soft, finds its purpose. Thank you for being part of this journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and stay connected with practical philosophy, where we turn profound ideas into everyday wisdom.